So today we're going to take some simple measurements of the foot to determine sizing. So this sizing is for the most common brands of footwear that we carry, and this process is going to show you how to work out the size for those common brands. So you will need a tape measure or a ruler, a thin pencil and a piece of paper. So what we're going to do is get the individual to stand up on a piece of paper and we're going to trace around the foot. So can I get you to stand up? So you need to hold the foot in the best alignment that you can achieve. So often you might need to roll the foot out a little bit and hold it in a nice straight position. Then using your thin pencil, we're going to trace around the foot, keeping the pencil as upright as possible. Okay, can you sit down for me? And you need to do both feet. And it's important to be weight bearing through the foot. So if the person cannot stand up, then you can have them sitting with some pressure down through the knee. Now that we have the person's foot tracing, we're going to take some measurements from it to work out the size of the footwear that we need. So I've already done one foot here and I'll just show you how to do the other one. So we need a length measurement, which is a line drawn from the longest toe to the back of the heel. Sometimes that might be the second toe. So in this case it is 19.9 centimeters. So just write that measurement on the line. We need a measurement across the widest part of the heel, so the last 2 to 3 centimeters of at the back of the foot is the heel. In this case it is 5, and then we need a measurement across the ball of the foot, so where the knuckle of the big toe is on the inside across to the outside, so the widest part. So in this case it is 7.8. So we now have 3 measurements of the foot, and we're going to then use those measurements to determine size. So in this case the longest foot is 20.2 centimeters. So we then go to our size chart, and if you're wanting to buy a boot, then you need to look at about 1.5 centimeters bigger than the length of the foot to determine the size. So for example, if we look at the brand Orelka and we look at the sizing, we find that 31 has an inner length of 21 centimeters. So that is not quite big enough to allow 1.5 centimeters. If we then go to size 32, it's 21.7. So that in fact is about 1.5 centimeters bigger than the largest foot. So in this case we would be looking at a size 32 in Orelka. However, if we were looking at a different brand such as Medica, we would realize that a 32 may not be quite big enough because it is not 1.5 centimeters bigger than the foot, and we may in fact have to go up to a 33, which has an inner length of 21.6 centimeters.